Hey guys, so I've finally decided what I'm going to do on my channel. I'm going to start doing album reviews as well as vlogs. However, I'll hopefully shoot out an album review maybe once every couple of weeks. But today I was thinking I'd start off with the new Aerosmith album, Music from Another Dimension. Now, I fully understand that the album's been out for a good couple of months now, maybe 3 or 4 months. But I've only really just got round to listening to it due to the fact that the release date for it kept on getting closer and closer, and I couldn't help but seem bored. It was overhyped to begin with, and less unfortunately left me less than excited and more curious about the album. As I listened to it though, I found myself being torn between loving the album and hating it. The intro begins with the producer, Jack Douglas, speaking to the listener in a way that reminds you of The Twilight Zone. If none of you have seen The Twilight Zone, then it's a lot like, for example, it would give you, there is nothing wrong with your TV channel. We are in complete control of your viewing pleasure. Similar to that, it was supposed to be eerie and spooky. So that's how it opened. It was speaking to the listener, and quite frankly, it gave me the chills a bit. However, it's followed by a brief silence, and then Joey Kramer, his drums suddenly come crashing out of nowhere. The drums are then quickly followed by the familiar guitar rhythms delivered superbly by Brad Whitford along with Joe Perry's great riffs. I initially thought to myself, fantastic! Well, would Aerosmith are back? I wasn't wrong, to be honest, but I wasn't exactly completely right. Then Steven Tyler started to sing. I personally never liked Steven Tyler much as a singer, and the fact that his voice hasn't aged well was a bit more of a kick in the teeth. So, anyway, the lyrics on quite a few of her songs could be a lot better, but this could be due to the fact that they're still getting outside help. It seems to me that they were getting a lot of writers come in and help with their music and their lyrical content. I mean, for example, Marty Fredriksson, how do you pronounce it? Fredriksson? And Desmond Child and Jim Valance were all back yet again to help out with musical quality, which wasn't exactly what we needed. It was more a case of how do you explain this? It seemed more to the fact that we wanted it to sound how they wanted it to sound, rather than how the band wanted it to sound. But anyway, that's besides the point. It seems to me as well that the lyrics written by the band themselves are definitely more pure than those written by outsiders. I enjoy them a lot more as if it goes back to the traditional rock and roll roots of Aerosmith. So far so good though for the new album. Then it gets thrown out of whack with the appearance of a ballad. A ballad seems to pop up every time you get pumped up and start enjoying the rock and roll roots that Aerosmith have returned to for the first time in a long while. You get pumped, you start enjoying the rock and roll roots, and I'm now just repeating myself. There is one ballad though that I will admit to like enjoying. The song is called Tell Me. It's really good. It differs greatly from all the other ballads that have been released in recent years. I feel it has a lot of strong emotion and raw passion pushing it along. I can really empathise with Steven when he's singing. Anyway, it's as good and differs greatly from all the other ballads, but it's still just as good as it gets that have been released in recent years. I feel it has a lot of more intensity, and it's also increasingly beautiful. But a painful ballad on the same album would be We All Fall Down. It was an unreleased song written by Diane Warren. She was also the writer for possibly the most famous Aerosmith song of all, I Don't Want to Miss a Thing. The song We All Fall Down is, in just a word, cheesy. It doesn't fit the band at all. It's just painful to hear. And It doesn't suit Steven's voice either, but I don't want to get too much in each of them. I just want to give my personal opinion here. Anyway, let's quickly get on to the last song of the album. Another last goodbye, and also the latest single, What Could Have Been Love, are also cringeworthy, but thankfully there is an end in sight. I was looking forward to this album, and although there were a few ballads, I still thoroughly enjoyed the album. I will give it its dues. It wasn't a great album, however, it was a good album. I would certainly recommend this for people who enjoyed Toys in the Attic or even Rocks. It's worth a listen. It's worth maybe £10, £15 or dollars wherever you're from, and hopefully you can enjoy it more than I did. But it wasn't crap. I was completely confused by that. I was going into this fully expecting to hate it, and I turned up actually enjoying myself. So it's always good when an album can do that for you. But anyway, post a comment in the video what you think. Like it, comment it, share it, subscribe. And I will see you all next video.